And the most common opponent this year, the 5th aims of assists per game. In lineup for the Milwaukee Bucks, the NBA Cup semifinal game that added P.J. Washington, your umpire here tonight. Taurean Prince slides the pass over to Kuz, and Brook is waiting in the corner.
Steals got first possession.
And Trae Young, what kind of
assist? He didn't get anything. I'll get a steal if I have to. Shoot a little floater from three.
Now Ryan Rollins gets his chance last couple of games. And it's a 3-2 advantage, Bucks over Hawks.
Yeah, he looks very comfortable doing it. He's been playing well, and it doesn't look out of character. Doesn't look like he's surprising himself. Trae from this right there.
And Gay with the putback. Mentioned how well Mohamed Gay has played against the Bucks. He had his first career double-double. Gets another rebound there. Finds Ricochet.
Yeah, and I think you're just getting an early glimpse of the kind of workload that Giannis is going to have. He's going to have a 20-rebound game while there's some injuries with Jericho and Bobby, some big bodies out. When Brook is on the perimeter like that.
Yeah, look at the bodies in the paint. Doesn't matter. Man, that entry pass, only one man can get it, and only one man can finish the way he does.
Yeah, there is an outlier in this game. And to your point, Lisa, it's Giannis. Trae is a special player, but there's not a matchup out there for Giannis right now.
You know, Trae Young faking the pass. Well, Trae comes in.
Yeah, he's having an impressive year. Those parameters, but just seeing how he's continued to kind of adapt his game too, the way he's sharing the ball and trying to find more wins, willing to do what he's got to do to get Atlanta in the playoffs and get them more wins.
Rollins penetrating here from the corner, finding TP above the break three, and the Bucks back on top.
Just great energy, seeing Rollins flying around, attacking the paint, and this pass right there.
Yeah, and that's what they do, right? That lob play, not just the three-pointers here for Trae Young. By the way, that first bucket that he hit, they changed from a 2 to a 3. But he can find his big men on the lob play. Kyle Kuzma.
In a row, Atlanta's lost 2 in a row. They're not scoring the ball as much as they have been, and that is how they win games. And so it just feels like both teams have quite a pep to start.
Yeah, Conwu, he's got 19 attempts, including that one on the season.
And is he listed as a center? What is he, power forward, 6'10", 240?
No, it's PB, positionless basketball. That's what everybody is listed.
So we're gonna go with that emotion. Maybe he saw something we didn't.
No, it's not something that you can challenge, a traveling call. Now Trae Young crosses over. He started out hot here.
He's just hard to get a handle on. And like you said, TP, one of the better defenders on this Bucks team. High IQ, knows how to play him, knows what to give up. And those are the kind of shots that you say, okay, we will give that up. That's okay, that's a bad shot. Well, he just made a runner three-pointer to start the game. They're all going in.
Brook hanging, draws the foul. He had tallied, and certainly with Jericho Sims, they are very, very thin at that 5 position.
They are, and you've seen, this Bucks team really rely on Brook to do a lot. To your point, play a lot of minutes, but shoot the ball as well. And over Brook, good contest.
And the countdown is on. After tonight, 4 more games to go before we get to see Bobby Portis. Look at that spin moves.
I just love seeing the way this team is using Kuzma. By team, I mean Doc, I think, is talking about it. Good cut right there by Ricochet, and Trae having his head up. But just the way Kuz is getting the first touches on some of the last 2 games, possessions. The last game he scored it. This game had a nice pass but didn't go down, and posting, mid-range, a lot of different things.
Giannis off the 1 foot. And Ryan Rollins battling.
Kuz has got to be really good.
I was going to ask you who you had on that jump ball, because I knew Ryan was going to give it all he could, but just not enough height against a Conwu.
Assist, but Dyson Daniels in the 4 games of the 68.
This team as a team, 29.4 assists per game. That's second best in the league. They've got pace, they got penetration.
He is going to have his opportunity in this game.
Top Casino Hotel, and Giannis making the announcement. Congratulations.
The one and only Lisa Byington was there. Jim Paschke was there.
Yeah, nice. That's right.
Daniels. Let's see, who else? Was it Robin Lopez?
Robin Lopez was the star on stage. He certainly spiced it up. If you want some comedy, Giannis, they'll count that. They'll score to support his brother and his family, of course.
You want to know how much he loves his brother, Thanasis? He had a baby yesterday. Mariah was probably looking at him with the side eye like, you really got to go to this tonight? You got to go to this podcast, the Thanalysis show? Are you kidding me?
He wasn't there long. He wasn't there long. And I'm sure he went right back to family afterwards.
No, for sure. it's family or family. So I guess you can't choose wrong.
To work it around, Kuz gives it up. Now turnovers have been a problem. 16 turnovers in the last game against the Knicks. They leave Gay wide open.
And the reason the assists are high for this team, the willing ball movement, it's only great if you got guys that can deliver, like a Gay coming down like that and knocking down a transition, walk-up three-point shot. Sometimes there's big fellas that can't quite do that.
Brook feeding Giannis in traffic.
On the offensive end, I thought there were stretches of the game where we took the first available.
We've gotten used to Doc saying that phrase for sure. And I love Giannis's analogy. I mean, it was the official tally was 18 more shot attempts that the New York Knicks took over the Bucks on Friday night. And I love his analogy. It's almost like you just don't play the whole first quarter.
Yeah.
That's what the discrepancy is.
It puts it into major perspective, and he's dead on with that. If you give 16 extra shots, it's going to be hard to win, and that's what happens when you turn the ball over. You don't offensive rebound, and look, that's not from lack of effort every night, but
9 seconds here to work with, and another turnover. Make it 5 here in the game for the Bucks in the first quarter. Ricochet go down hard, but Daniels gets off the three-point shot. You talked about it, Steve. Both these teams a little bit hungry, coming off some hopefully here tonight. And Kyle Kuzma with another bucket.
Yeah, losing games as of late, but both in the hunt, I think, relative for each team. It's just really important time. Good D right there. Milwaukee still movement. They're in that 6th spot, but Atlanta more locked in, it looks like, in the play-in. But there's no question they were just ranked 7, the 7th seed. Now they're the 8, so a little movement with Orlando, and I think both teams just want to be playing their best basketball come the end of the season.
Well, 7 points here for Kuz. Still has not impressive of the night so far, and he's 4 for 4 in the night.
Oh, you're watching Trae Young. He shot a runner three-point shot to start the game, as if he just does that. So I think he inspired Kuz.
As Daniels doing his best lob play of...
Does really well. That attack, the defender from Milwaukee is stepping up, and it's not just Milwaukee, it's what Atlanta does. Good attack.
Well, 9 without that injury. Pat Connaughton was slotted. 10-game road trip, or the 10-day road trip, really took a toll physically on this team. They need to go deep into their bench here tonight.
Yeah, those kind of trips, they really can. And also depends on what time of year it's at. And I think obviously with the season, come postseason, that is his greatest value, why he's on this team.
And Mel, with Pat getting the rebound, you can add to the PC combo.
Lisa, well, and to your point, before the game tonight, but before the game tonight, Doc Rivers, he also said that he's an intangible player, and I think lately we've lacked those intangibles, so he'll be great for us just to get out there in general. He's a ball mover, he's a force, he's a natural ball mover. In a
championship guy that makes lineups late in games better with his IQ, with making the right play, with big-time cuts, so he needs to be in rhythm.
Recipient there. Barlow, the first play from overtime elite. Kuz with a cool 11 points.
That was a nice move. But look at the pace that they're putting that one down, just pushing it out of make, getting the ball out that fast, and getting the three-point shot. That is not what you want to see.
Brook Lopez finding Kevin Porter Jr., who's got a different look here tonight. If you're not recognizing the normal number 3, steps it back. New look, same old Sweet J when it's falling.
That's like a new look. Looking underneath the hoop, though. Got
KPJ with it up top, uses that Brook screen. And Kyle Kuzma, why not? First 6 for Kuz, who literally is on Kuz control.
Yeah, you better get close to him because he's feeling good.
Obviously, that got him geared up in the appropriate mind.
Yeah.
And Trae with 9 points, 4 or 5 from the free throw line. And we're tied at 34. Bucks shooting absolutely lights out. Oh, done.
That shoulder to get Giannis that running start. He delivered it just perfect. And we talked about him impacting when he making winning plays. Well, he does have quite a connection with that guy.
2 minutes for PC, 1 rebound, 1 assist. No since his rookie season. He's still given 110%, no matter what his role is, no matter how much playing time he's got.
So important. Really is. You got to have guys that you can rely on. The only way you can rely on them is if you know they're being professional behind the scenes, staying ready, being good teammates, good culture guys. And then look, comes in and gets some buckets, makes some passes.
Get 2 for 2 in his 2 minutes off the bench. And a walk.